Hi there, back to KennieSuperstar, and today I'm going to be talking about the book Awkward. Now, Awkward has the same author as Brave. Brave and Awkward are written by Svetlana Chmakova, but Awkward was written out first. But I think I did Brave first because I read Brave first actually, and Awkward was bought later on by me later, and then of course that's why I did Brave before Awkward. But for me, you don't have to read them in order because they're two separate stories. Okay, so let's talk about Awkward. Now, when I did Brave, I did it a full 7 videos. I think in Awkward, I'm just gonna do like a book review, how's it going, introduce briefly the characters, because if I go through all the plot, it's actually a very heavily plotted book, so it's really hard to, filter out the story. So this story, there's a lot of main characters. It's about like a middle school thingy. Like there's Awkward, which is like middle school stuff, and then there's Brave, middle school stuff. Like they want to talk about life in a middle school, and I think this is a really good concept. But it's a story that I think there's around 5 or 6 main characters. Now this story is about 2 clubs, an art club and a science club. Now these two are 2 clubs that, one club is a club that doesn't really do much to contribute to school, but they just use the school resources. And the science club, they make the school look good and have tons of awards, but they really like pulling pranks and they are pretty disruptive. And basically, in our club, there's this new kid called Penelope, and Penelope is this. She's the protagonist of the story, or the main character. And basically, she's really shy, and then she comes into school, and the first impression of everyone, her coming to school, is tripping in front of the whole school. That is the first thing she did in front of the whole school, and it's a really good start to the story. And she's friends with Jamie, who's in the science club. But then this art club and science club have a rivalry because both clubs, if the one club makes the school look good and win awards, they become disruptive and pulls a lot of pranks, which ended the science fair. And the art club, they use the school resources, but they don't really give anything back. So basically, the principal said only one club can have a table at the club fair. And the club who contributes the most and their projects are better voted off by the students will win the table. And now the plot goes on, and there's a lot of new characters from the art and science club. Like there's Jamie from science club, there's Penelope from the art club, and then there's the teachers of the art and science club who are actually like really friendly to each other, and it's not really much of a rivalry. I'm sorry. And there's 2 teachers, and I think it really resembles teachers. One teacher, who is the art teacher, is called Mr. R, and now he's a very unorganized teacher. But he sometimes, when he goes to the printer, he types an extra 0, so instead of 20 copies, he prints 200. Or something like that. Well, on the other hand, the teacher of the science club, called Miss Tobbins, she is a really organized and really smart person. Like in the book, the first stuff they talk about. Let me read. Science class is not for the meek-hearted. Not so much the class itself, but the teacher. They say that she mastered Kung Fu at age 9. Graduated university at age 13. Rumor goes that she was telling NASA what to do at 18. I have no idea how much of that is true, but I'm ready to believe all of it. This makes a really big like opening to this character, Miss Tobbins, and she's really organized, really smart, and really philosophical thinking. And she makes the thing that like the club rivalry stuff isn't really big because art and science are actually related, and like Leonardo da Vinci was also really good at art and science. So she was one of the people that later on in the story, the principal says that no clubs will get no table at the club fair because there was some unsportsmanship stuff. Like some people hacked the school website, some people drew on posters. Like these stuff happened, and later on, like I don't want to spoil too much of the story. Like Penelope and Jamie have to like help contribute, make a very big project. Let me show you here. They don't make a project like this. They convince the art club and science club. It's very zoomed in. So this story, I really give it a 10 out of 10. Like Brave, it has a lot of things. The plot is really, really big, and I really like the idea of it. So if you like this video, give it a like, subscribe, watch my videos, and bye.